Yeah.
That's old Tribulation right there. We already named him. He's part of the homestead. And, now we just got people. He said, put me down. I don't taste the sauce.
He's gonna be some good bacon. Solid! Solid! I just told you solid!
TJ's about half. Get down off that roof. It's harvest time. Whoa, get down off that roof. It's time to go eat. Well, they kind of like CJ and DJ. Well, they'll sit on their roofs. You got to wake them up. Tell them to get up here and let's get after this time to eat. Especially old Blue Gabe right there. We're going to just grow them out and, well, we're going to take them and get them some other piglets and we're going to, well, regenerate them guys, country style. Cross the creek. Back again with another one. Back again with another one. On this one here, guys, we're going to be doing a lot of ripping and running, Maria and I. We're making our rounds and, well, before we kick this thing off today, I want to go ahead and give you guys a heads up. We're going to be opening this one up with a story. Classic old school story time. Let's get started. We're making our way over to that garden area and, well, as I promised y'all, this one here is going to be story time edition. We made some additions to the garden and, well, I'm a little excited about this. You might have saw the last video and, well, Maria and I discussed it. That video wasn't the greatest quality. It got dark on us early on. But, well, you guys saw us watering this old hole here and bringing that old chicken poop in here. And, well, them old purple hurl peas, well, they gonna come up and trizzlate for us. Well, gone all the days. Some of you ain't above it. Some of you ain't above it. Some of you just like me and spent them summer 8-hour long days in there at the kitchen floor, well, shucking them peas, and when you get done, well, they'll bring you another batch. They'll bring you another batch. But that's not what this is about. You guys heard that right. Story time on this one. And I'm talking about Three Little Pigs edition. Well, shout out to Rachel again on this one. But Maria and I, well, we bought in some trellises, some garden trellises and all. And, well, vertical one here. And what you guys will see is, well, we're going to put up some old running cucumbers in there. We're going to try to get them running up in poles there. We started the base here with just a leaf base. We're going to let that decompose down. Well, kind of like we did that bed over there. I'll take you guys over there and show it to you. And, well, we'll bring the clay in. We'll bring the topsoil into that thing. And, you know what it'll do from there. It'll trizzlate. It'll trizzlate. Just like everything else we touch in the garden. But we got this guy ironed up. We're going to let him cure for another week or so. Between the rain, the clay, the soil, the leaves, well, we get all that turning like we should. And, well, for sure, we'll be able to put us some beets in there, some summer squash. Well, you guys know how it is. You can't leave that table. Grandma make you eat every bite of that old nasty summer squash. But we're going to get moving on. I wanted to show you guys. Well, we're going to walk on up. But another area here. We're brown in this area here. We're trying to grow us some aerobic and anaerobic mold under there. Fungi. And we're going to take that and break it down. And we're going to feed these plants naturally like they should be. Pumpkins are making their way. They're making their way. A little bit slower. They say they're having to withstand that heat during the broad day. But, well, they just like some of you. They complain. They complain. They don't get after it. They complain. But, same here. We've got it all planted here. What you guys see is these posts here. Well, just like all the rest of our yard all around. Well, we're late on fencing. Maria and I still kind of undecided what we're going to do on this area here. Not really sure. Well, just a planner we threw together because we had some extra wood. But, Squash said it'll jump up and talk to you, son. It said it'll jump up and, well, it said it'll talk to you just a little bit. But, we're going to get moving, guys. Well, not a garden video. To be honest, well, our last 3 or 4 videos, well, they've been garden videos. Not this one here. We getting after country style. Let's make our way on down. We're going to do a little bit of feeding other animals, but not much. Well, we might stop in and feed them. Well, speaking of the pigs, well, a long time ago, guys, there was 3 little pigs. Well, they built them houses. You guys remember the story. They built them with hay. Well, they built them with a little bit of grass, a little bit of hay. And, well, that last one built it with bricks. Well, came the big bad wolf. The big bad wolf. And well, that big bad wolf come in there just to blowing. Well, don't run away with that. But that big bad wolf come in there just to blowing and blowing and blow. Woo, I'm talking about getting after it. That's right, getting after it. And well, no matter how much that wolf blew, well, he couldn't blow down that last house. And well, what this is about here is, well, you got to have a good, strong, steady foundation. And well, that wolf won't be able to blow you over. Well, speaking of pigs, well, I'm gonna try to get over here and well, let you catch. Well, you guys seeing that right? You seeing that right? I'm gonna get over here and see if we can try to catch you guys. Let you guys catch an old pig delivery. What? You don't want them to meet the babies? You don't want them to meet you across the creek? The baby is over there. She's had 4 right now, and well, y'all see them chickens over there. Well, they said they'll eat up the afterbirth. They said they'll eat up. Well, there might be some of you mothers on the channel where they tell that nurse bring in that afterbirth on an old platter plate. I don't know. Not my business. Not my business. She's got a good 5 healthy right there. And I'm talking about spided as can be. Well, we might thumbnail this whole thing. I don't know. I don't know. Well, we just stopped in the business. We ain't gonna hold you up, no. But well, I bought that story in on the Unes for the reason why. Well, there's an old male in there, old spotted one there. And I'm not sure if it's this one here or well, maybe this one here. Maria's already lobbying for keeping these pigs, guys, and well, know me. Well, I want to use them for bait. I was kidding, y'all. I can't use them for bait. I know that. I just miss fishing, y'all. I can't use the pigs as bait. But Maria's lobbying to keep these guys. And well, I think I might have to give her away. And well, reason why is well, because I'm already down. If we got any files on the channel, y'all know how it is. You're already down one all the time anyway. And well, she does enough around here. Well, I guess I consider keeping one of them guys for her. And well, there should have been some days where, well, if I was her, I would have slammed the door and changed the lock. So with that being said, well, I guess I'd give her on in and let her have one of those pigs. Well, sometimes even I didn't have enough of me. Well, let's get started. We're gonna feed some of them guys up. And well, another big news, guys, is well, Maria and I consider, well, starting an entire new homestead at a separate location as well. So I'm gonna carry you guys with us, and well, we'll see if it's worth doing all the work that it entails. Well, you guys know how it is. When you want something cheap, well, or next to nothing, you gotta bite down and do the work. But let's grab some quick feed here. I'm gonna feed these guys. I'm not gonna talk your ears off all day long. And well, we'll head over that other homestead we're working on. That's why she's here, guys. Well, she's sort of like us. Well, she don't waste nothing neither. She says she'll have that afterbirth. She says she here, it makes it healthy. And she says, well, if you don't want to see it, turn your TV off. But we stopped in to check on this, guys. Well, this is the 3 Little Piggy edition. And well, I don't want to give her too much of my time today. But I did want to make sure she come on in and well, eat that afterbirth like she ought to. And make sure she's good and healthy and raise some of them piggies. I see some of them waddled down there. But the pigs, guys, make an integral piece on our homestead, and well, you guys know why. You guys know why. Well, I don't know if it's many of yous that don't eat pork on the channel. Well, let's be real. I know some of yous. I seen some of the 50-pound some of yous put on, and I know you guys eat pork, so you can relate. But these old Kune pigs here, well, lard pigs, and well, they give a good pork chop, and they make a decent bacon as well. Maria and I chose to go with these pigs here for a couple different reasons as well. First is, well, they're correct, appropriate size for us. Well, we don't want them big 600-pound sows where, well, you got to have a tractor and all to lift them up, and well, it takes all day to clean them and process them. A pig this size here, you walk out with a 22, lay them over and go to cleaning on them. 30 minutes in the freezer. And well, the Kune on top of that are grazing pigs. Some of the Kunes we've had in the past were registered. We've lost some of the paperwork and all. But this girl here, she's just a farm girl. Oh, Aunt Esther, and well, she's bringing them in, and well, I don't think we'll ever clean her, but definitely some of them sons. You know what's next now. Gotta make my way in here and well, and we'll get some feed, Well, you guys, we still got signs and all we got to hang. And I'm gonna get Maria to come here and help me. Well, on that tank, let's see if we get a good blend on there. I don't need it too heavy on the car. Well, we're gonna make our way out to the colored only pen. I call this area here the colored only pen. And well, the reason why you guys can see, well, this is where we keep all of our colored birds and all. And well, I throw that feed in there about like that, just to get them all revved up and going good, and then I make my way on around. Let's see if I can get this door pulled up. We've got, well, a variation of different layers here and all, and well, they're doing well, they're doing well. Some of these guys will keep, some of them will go. This here's my old rooster here. This guy here we're gonna be doing some breeding with there. Well, he wouldn't let me grab him. He said no, thank you. Pretty hens here. This hen here is gonna be, well, she gonna be our lead layer. She just don't know it yet. She just don't. That's so colored, girl. We're looking to get colored laying eggs off these birds here, and well, that's the need for the name that are colored on the pen. Let's go in here and see if we got any eggs laid. This here is the area where Maria and I, well, we get all our fertilizer for our garden. We come in here and go to digging country style, go to getting that poop and all, and well, that's what makes those vegetables trizzolate. Anybody homesteading, you gotta know, well, you gotta be able to use the area and use the stuff around you, well, or you'll go backwards, she said get out, get out. We'll oblige, no problem there. But I just wanted to come in and do a brief little feeding in this area. Well, part of my morning walk through every day and make sure everything's going well. Let's stop in and check on them old rabbits there. I know they had some babies the other day, and well, I want to stop in and see how them guys is doing in there. Well, there's one there, and I didn't look too far for the other. Sometimes they get up underneath, and they give me the creeps a little bit, so I don't go in and bother him too much. I'm sure he's fine. Mother's there, that black and white one, and well, she's been a pretty good mama so far. Let's see if we can open that cage. I'll jump in there and let you meet her. There she is right there. Turn her around and meet the people. She says she don't have no interest in meeting. All y'all say y'all's watching her, and y'all never subscribe, she said. Well, that's her there. She's country. I'm talking about a set of socket wrenches wrapped up in an oily red rag country. Let's get moving. I was making my way up to the other area here, and well, this here is Lockup Holman Extended Stay, and the reason why we call it Extended Stay is, well, because a lot of these birds you guys looking at here, well, they won't be leaving. Some of these are my prize picking breeds. See that hen there dead on right there? Yeah, well, she'll stay as well. That's going. That's going. And that rooster right there walking opposite there is the one we're going to be doing our breeding off of. These right here, well, I don't mean to brag or boast, but these are good quality birds here. Not a lot of mix up on these, and well, they'll stay right here where they need to be. I was going to get in there and put some more corn in there, but what I've noticed is, well, it's corn already down there through the area from yesterday. And by the look of that, it looks as if, well, Maria did the feeding. Well, guys, I think Maria thinks we own the whole entire tractor supply, as much food as she be throwing down here. But hey, I can't complain. I just have to just go on about my business. Guys, if anybody's watching this thing, remember, be patient when you want me. We're going to head on into Maria's silky pen, and we're going to do us another quick feeding while we're here. We made our way into the pen here, and we're going to translate a little bit of kern as we go on. You guys remember old Loudmouth, the old rooster there. And, well, a lot of these guys here, I don't really have to introduce much. Her sister there, the one's got our button screen. She's over in the colored only pen as well. The only thing that's kind of got her left behind in this silky pen is, well, she decided she wanted to become broody. So I'm gonna let her sit that thing out. Well, same way some of you should be doing, sitting on them spots. And I'm gonna let her turn it around herself, and then we're gonna get her out of here. I don't want to speak for Maria, but it looks like what she's trying to do is, well, she want to implement some colors in on these things. Well, she's got that gold coming in, and well, she says she want to put it on that blue and gray background. That guy right there, I'm thinking about naming him, well, Elvis. And the reason why, y'all see his afro. He's got sort of an afro going on that thing. And, well, he said don't worry about his hairdo. Well, he said his daddy put that aqua velvet in there, same way yours used to do. Woo. We're going to feed these guys up, and we're going to get on back. I do want to take some time just to stop in and show them the ewes. Well, you guys remember old Ugly Tree there? Old Ugly Tree say, well, he's still reproducing, and they getting uglier and uglier. But, some of these smaller ones here are roosters, and some of them it will be young hens. We got to find out which is which before we can get them separated how they need to be. Well, obviously the hens will stay, and then, well, old Ugly Tree and old Loudmouth there, well, they'll go back out on some mature hens and free range and all, and we'll let a new rooster, well, take over this old breeding spot here. She said, I'm broody. It's taking the babies forever to get here. Get out of my face with that camera. No, I'm not liking, and no, I'm not subscribing, she said. let's get moving. After I about had it out with that snake, y'all, well, I'm making my way back out, and reason being, well, that rain come in good. Did not get to run off and do my other errands, but I did get back out in the area here, and well, trying to see how that rain's running off. Maria and I, well, we built this little ravine right here area, well, to catch some of that water coming in, and well, it's covering it up some. But what's kind of caught my eye, well, it says take a little water in. It says take a little water in. I was telling you guys what sort of caught my eye. Well, is all the water coming back in on this offside here. Well, that old handcrafted cross the creek ravine's done well. And well, we can come on over here. Yeah, it's trizzling on down in there. Trizzling on down. Trizzling on down. Whoa, sounds like I gotta go. I don't play with lightning. I had to catch y'all on the next one. Well, I'll check back in with you here in a minute. But I'm old school out of here. Thanks for watching. Well, Maria and I got one more stop in. We're gonna stop in and take care of these old koi. Well, feed them up, check on them, well, give them some more plants and vegetation now. Well, sort of like Dexter's World. Sort of like Dexter's World. And well, when we head out of here, well, we're gonna head on over to the next place Maria and I gonna be working on. Well, we're gonna be doing some homesteading type techniques there as well. We're gonna carry y'all with us and show you what we're doing. But I showed you a skin of that snake. It's about a 6-foot snake. Well, he's 1-0 right now. This time he only lost his tail. Next time he'll lose his life. Country in the eastern corner. Old dirt road, cane pole fishing country.
What do you say we go back here and steal us a couple of chickens?
No, I don't do thievery. Thank God I'm not in that position anymore. Well, everybody's got a pass, but I'm not in a position to have to do that kind of stuff anymore. Let's just ride on. Just ride on. We're gonna introduce you guys and show y'all, well, we're about to build another mini homestead, country style. As y'all can tell, well, we're making our way through the area here. I told you guys we were gonna stop in, and well, Maria's got ambitions of, well, possibly starting another homestead, and well, we're gonna do it off the backside of this property here. We'll fence up the woods here, and we'll fence it back around this way here, and well, add us some goats and add us some Pyrenees, and well, maybe start growing some crops. On this side here, we don't know what we're gonna do. Well, we thinking of maybe fencing this whole square in. It make a good side, y'all. All these grasshoppers jumping around here keep catching my eye. And well, if CJ's with me, he says grasshopper catching time. We bait them up, try to catch us some bluegill. But the gentleman that lived here before, Ernest, and I've got a pretty good relationship. And well, he left me that boat that he said see to it and make sure I can wear them out. But here's the driveway that enters up, and well, as you can tell, well, it runs out at a dirt road down there in the open. The property goes to the left this way, and I think what we're gonna do is, well, fence this sucker in, and well, you know we got to dig a catfish pond. Yeah, that's right. So if you're catching this thing and well, fishing on your mind, well, just know it's on mine too. We're gonna come in here and dig us an old bottomless pond, well, right in this area here, and well, try to put us some shell crackers in it. Woo. It's an old farmhouse, definitely gonna need some work. As you guys can tell, we've got to do some fencing and cleaning up in the area here. And well, we'll walk you to the inside here, and I'll show you where I'm gonna be peeling them sweet potatoes. Making our way into the door here, we got this living room area, and well, that might be a good place for a pool table. And we got this area here, and that might be a good place for 3 shelves. One shelf, well, for CJ to do his homework. Another shelf for Skylar to skin the sweet potatoes. And well, another shelf for Skylar to do the laundry. That's right, I'm gonna work her non-stop. But it looks like it'll be nice headquarters for the farm. What it looks like we can do is, well, we'll get us some work done out front, and then we'll come in and do some inside work. Get on to the other areas here.
Look how cool this is.
Couple decent closets and well, couple bedrooms to get after it in. Woo. Yeah. Definitely a good definitely a good headquarters where to get after and make sure you get some farm. Well, it's got some old farm style cabinets in it, look like. definitely look like. But we're not gonna tie up our day. Not home tourists, but I did want to take you guys with us, and well, from there we're gonna head on back to the homestead and get after it. Well, as you guys can tell by that view right there, we clearly made it back to the homestead. Y'all gotta never mind the crunching there. Well, yeah, I'm getting after it on these old crackers and all. They're locked up. I was gonna go to feeding, but I'm gonna get that scoop out. And well, reason being is because I gotta feed the goats anyway. But first, let's get this old light on here. My peacock area there, well, yeah, humans know. Motel 8 style, I leave the light on for them. Let me see if I can get that plug. Y'all gotta bear with me. It's hard to hold this camera and, well, try to get it all plugged up at the same time too. While I'm doing this, I need to take some time and do a shout out. John Slaymaker, if you happen to catch this one, well, I think you mentioned being in a different region. I don't remember if it was the islands or what, but if you happen to stop in and catch this one, I was gonna be lazy and turn this thing in, but well, courtesy of some of your nice comments, well, let's feed these guys up. Let's get after it. If any of you operates a homestead, you know, well, it doesn't matter if it's getting dust done, well, country boy style. Well, we work sun up to sundown, and well, you can't go to sleep until everything's fed anyway. Let me drop a little kern. We're not gonna give them the special tonight. Tomorrow when we wake up in the morning, well, we'll come with it with some grass, well, and some good old high quality grasshoppers. Tonight it'll be corn, but I would feel remorse, guys, well, to finish that shout out session, well, whoa, ouch, knock some more. Did y'all see that? Well, it's right on time for shout out time. J&M, well, if you happen to catch this and I'm chewing on that tongue, well, like you do when you getting after it, and we appreciate you checking every video, and we appreciate well, those pictures of your daughter and your family. Well, I hope everything's keep trizzling for you. Whoa, let me feed them goats up. I'm gonna stop in and feed a few birds, and check back with you here in a minute. We checking in, guys. We're gonna stop in, and well, we'll throw a little feed to these old rabbits too. Let me tell you, starting off, speaking of these rabbits, well, if they'd have been down here, well, when my brother Nick was around here, well, they'd been in a lot of trouble. I can start by telling y'all, well, we started with firing up that old 410, and well, it wasn't a curve or a straightaway. We didn't fly down trying to get these guys. Well, it started with a 410, and then it moved to a 20 gauge, and well, by the time we was about 6 or 8 months in, every rabbit and squirrel in that county knew our name. As well, stopping here and feed our chickens as well. Well, on the way out, we appreciate you guys coming over and checking out the other homestead Maria and I consider building. And well, we got just enough daylight to translate a little kern. Let's see if they want to come. Oh, they said they'll come on out of there. They said it ain't too late to eat. Well, they kind of like Maria. Maria say she'll eat any time of the night. Well, it might be some husbands on the channel. Well, they got spouses about like mine, and well, they wait to the house to go to sleep, and well, that's when they wake up, crank up, and get after it. Well, speaking of which, it's not like this old rooster here. Let me get in here close where I can show them here. That in there, well, that's old Artest, and the one behind it, well, that's Rondo, and well, they having it out trying to decide who's gonna be the head rooster, and well, who's gonna be doing all the breeding. You might have saw me run out of that pond area. Well, early on, where that rain come down and that thunder and lightning come. And, well, I was in that old robe. And, well, I had to run out of it, needless to say. And, let me get on over. We're going to feed these guys up. Well, as I'm feeding these guys up, well, I got to stop and give a shout out, well, to Mr. Vance. Well, if you happen to catch this one, Vance, I know you're probably in that truck under that tree. Well, probably laughing at this point. But, I got these old purebred registered boar goats. Well, I guess you know better than that. But I appreciate the phone call the other day. It's always good to be able to clear your mind. We got that food down, and these guys here are in temporary holding area. We had a little bit of delay on getting a fencing done. Well, in a goat paddock up front. He said he ready to get out of here. If he don't let him out, he said he gonna put a pop knot on that right there, head high enough to, well, high center of a Jeep. Well, I didn't really like that one. He said he was gonna put a pop knot on top of that one head there. Well, big enough need his own separate ticket to the movie theater. That was a little better. That was a little better. But we appreciate you guys coming with us this far. I won't tie up most of your time. If this is your first video, we encourage you, well, stop in to check out another one. And well, if this is your second or third one, Shout out to Mr. Thomas. I know this probably, well, you probably been doing it just as long as I have. But we appreciate you guys stopping, checking them out. And, well, we encourage you guys stop in and check in with us every Sunday. Well, I'd love to keep this camera running all night, but y'all, Maria's didn't work me. Got on my nerves today, really. Well, if she asked me one more time to fix this sink, well, she keeps asking me to fix the sink, and well, I thought putting that bowl under there to catch that running water was good enough. Let me get out of here. Thanks for watching.